and welcome to this BuyBotPro video. What I want to talk to you about today is the charts and the graphs that are available to you in BuyBotPro. So there's two main ways to access these. So you'll see now if you're on an Amazon page just scrolling through products, you've got your quick look feature, which is another great BuyBotPro feature. Here you've got your button that says BuyBotPro charts. So all you need to do is click on that button. It will open a little window on top of the Amazon page that you're on, and it will load those charts for you. Now, that might be how you generally tend to access them, or there is a second way, which I think a lot of people use. So say you found a product that you want to look at, you're analysing it on BuyBotPro with the panel down the right hand side. If you scroll down, it will bring up the charts for you here. This is probably the more common way to look at them. So the purpose of the chart, the purpose is to give you as much information as possible and allow you to customize it to make it more user friendly for each person, because we're all different in the way that we look at numbers, the way we analyze things, and the information that we want to look at and we want to take into account when choosing our deal. So these are a way to tell the price that historically a product has sold at, how well it's sold, how many sellers it's had, what the BSR, the bestseller rank's been, what price it's sold at. So before I go into any detail, I just want to show you kind of the ways you can customize it to make it more user friendly. So you've got your toggles here. So these are all the possible data that it can show you on this top graph here. You've got your FBA price, Amazon price, the lowest new price, the FBM price, the BSR, the bestseller rank, and the buy box price. So you can compare any of these, you can have them all on at a time, or you can think, I just want to look at the FBA price, I just want to look at the Amazon price, or I'm really interested in the BSR at the moment, so that's what I want to look at. So we'll keep a few of those on. The other thing you've got along the bottom here is the amount of days, the time period that you want to analyse that data for. So you've got 7 days, 30 days, 90 days, 180 days, 360 days, or all time. So for example, this one here you can see has been selling for 2,078 days. If you come to your settings toggle here, there is a different BSR line that you can look at. So I'm just going to zoom in on a section. So you can see here, it's like a sharp pointy line for the BSR, the green line here. If you go to your settings and use a stepped line, it changes that so it's more, there we go, you can see it better, more square. So again, just a different way for people read things differently, so just a different way to change it for you. And we've also now got this great new feature on BuyBotPro, the default day range. So you might think, oh, I always look at 90 days. That's what I come on here and I always click 90 days. So why not have it as your default setting, your day range, so that you know when you come on, it'll already be set at 90 days if that's the most common one that you use, and you don't have to change it. You know what you're looking at straight away. So that's the toggles down the right hand side, your day frame at the bottom that you can change, and your settings. So some of you will be thinking, where do we get the data from? So a lot of you will have heard of Keeper. We get our data, purchase the data from Keeper, and then we draw those charts using that information. So you don't pay us any extra for that. We purchase it on your behalf, and then we put all the numbers into here and make it accessible for all you guys using BuyBotPro. So let's go put those back on. So what I want to talk to you about is the BSR one. So the BSR is the green line here. Now, we all know, obviously, bestseller rank, the lower the number, the faster the selling product. So this is a really, really important kind of bit of information for every single seller to analyse when they're looking at a deal, looking at a product. So we can see here that ranking goes down to 9 at the end of May this year. We know that obviously that was a really good seller. So like with a lot of our things on BuyBotPro, when you hover over, we call them tooltips, and it'll explain something for you. So you can come along and you'll see there the dates changing, the times changing, and the bestseller rank is changing along with it. So you can, at a glance, you can see the information, or you can look in a lot more detail by just coming along and looking exactly what you want to look at. And then you click reset zoom. So if you click and hold across a certain time period, it will then zoom in for you. So that just allows you to quickly look. You think, oh, it's gone really low here. I just want to have a look at that. And then we go, it zoomed in for you, and click reset zoom, and it'll take you back. So moving down, you've got your offers and review graph. So this is basically how many sellers are selling a product historically, so the history of that. How many sellers are selling it at any one time. That's the new offer count. So I'm just going to toggle that one so it's just on there. Again, come along and it will move up and down for you. So we can see here, 22nd of October 2018, there was 23 sellers. Come over here, you've got 17 on the 17th of August. See, it kind of goes up and down between the high teens and the early 20s. You've also got your review count and then your rating as well. So you can see the rating's pretty steady. Reviews pretty steady, and then starts to have a bit of an increase here and then a couple of jumps there. Now your sales heat map. So this is, when you look at a weather forecast and you think, oh, it's red, it's going to be really hot. So this is basically a reflection of that, to give you at a quick glance the information about how it's been selling. So you can see you've got long periods of red here, really, really, really good, fast seller product. It's not bad, but you can just see you've got the long red periods here. So think of reading that exactly like you'd read a temperature forecast when they use the colours on the weather map. Now, again, when I talk about making it user-friendly and customizable, you can toggle that off. You think, I don't use that, or I don't like using that, or, I don't want to see that every time. And then you might think, no, actually, I do want to use it. So you can toggle it on and off. You've got your bar charts. So again, you can toggle these on and off. These are basically everything you're able to see on this top one here, but with a bar graph for each one. So FBA price average, Amazon price average, new price average, buy box price average, bestseller ranking average, and then new offer count. And then again, you've got your table averages here, which is all that information over your time period in a table. And again, you can toggle that on and off. I'm going to show you a really good example of the sales heat map. So this is a Christmas book, it's a Christmas product. So you can see really clearly here, this product starts selling really, really well November. Obviously it's Christmas product. Sells really, really well. And then when it gets to January, things start to slow down again. So that's what I mean as an example of being able to read that really quickly. You know exactly when that product is going to be that quick selling product and a fast selling product that you're after, and the demand is going to be high. So that is an overview of your graphs for you. Just to remind you, you can access them from the quick look feature when you're looking at products in your product page by clicking on BuyBotPro charts, and that will open it up for you. Everything's the same. You can toggle it on and off, look at what you want to look at, change your settings, or they will open when you're looking at a product, when you're analysing it with BuyBotPro. So that's the graphs for you. If you like this video, please like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.